Sem mais delongas, eu queria chamar aqui ao palco Rob Dodson, do Google.
Hello.
So, Rob Dodson is a developer advocate for Google, right?
Yep, that's correct.
He works specifically with web components.
Yeah, so I work with web components and a library to enable web components called Polymer, which maybe some of you guys have seen or heard before. Maybe some of you have tried out.
Web components. Quem aqui conhece web components? Oh, pretty popular, huh?
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, how long you've been a developer advocate for Google?
I started back in January, so about 7 months at this point. Before that, I was a freelancer. I worked at a few different companies. And I started doing a lot of writing during that time as I was a freelancer. And I just found that as a developer, like a lot of us, when you go to work, you do your job, you go home, and you study, you read other people's blogs and things like that. And I felt like I wanted to give back to the community, and I wanted to sort of distinguish myself a little bit. And I found that the best way to do that was just to write constantly. And a lot of developers are really nervous about that. Like they feel like maybe they don't have anything to write about, or that people are going to think that they're dumb or stupid or something. But I say, ignore that, because there will always be those people. But for you personally, it's very helpful. It helps you grow. It helps you become a better developer to write and to share with people. Yeah.
Awesome. And you mentioned your developer relation with Google, so you work with some astonishing people in the community, like Paul Irish, Arias Money, Paul Lewis, such a bright minds, right? And you were one of them. How it feels like? No, you are. If you were there, you were one of them, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, humble time. So how it feels like to look to your left, you got someone like him. Look to your right, you have Renato Mangini.
Yeah.
And how is that?
My very first day at Google, they walked me in and they sit me down and they're like, okay, here's your desk. You'll be sitting next to Paul Irish. And I was just like, oh, shit. I was like, I'm already fired. I was like, it's only a matter of time before he looks over and he's like, what are you doing? But actually, all those people, Paul Irish, Adi Osmani, Eric Beidelman, Renato, are some of the nicest people I've ever worked with. And I mean, there's a reason why developers love working with them and talking to them, because they're encouraging. Like, I say all sorts of dumb things, and Adi is like, "That's a good idea, yeah." And it's been really wonderful working with those guys.
Awesome. Yeah. So, want to talk more about web components for us there?
Let's do it.
There you go. See